Excellent. Welcome to your 6th lecture on measuring concentration in our solutions unit. Our learning target on this lesson is calculating concentration in the different variable ways of doing it. Molarity, parts per million, percent by mass, percent by volume, given amounts of solute and solvent. Okay, so we're going to do some calculations this time. All right. So measuring concentration, dilute versus concentrated. How do we measure concentration? Well, concentrated is a lot of solute for a little bit of solvent. So the numbers that we would calculate for these would be large numbers. Molarity is what we use for concentration most of the time, and it's capital M is the units there. 12 molar acid would be very, very concentrated and could damage us. Other side of the coin is dilute. A little bit of solute and a lot of bit of solvent, and it makes a very dilute solution. So something like 1 molar. Lower the number of molarity, lower the number of parts per million, lower number of percent mass, more dilute. Okay, so here are our units and how to use them. Molarity means moles of solute from our moles unit divided by liters of solution. Okay, the units are moles per liter. Parts per million. This is great for using when we are talking about very dilute solutions. We calculate it in the same way we do a percentage, but we multiply by 1,000,000 instead of 100. So the mass of the solute that gets dissolved divided by the total mass of the solution times 1,000,000 gives you parts per million. Percent by mass and percent by volume, ppms are our parts per million units. Percent by mass and percent by volume are the same straightforward calculation, except that one, we're doing mass of solute divided by mass of solution times 100, not 1,000,000. And that's in by percent mass units. And then the other, percent by volume, we've got volume of solute divided by the volume of solution times 100 to get percent by volume. So let's do a few calculations to see how it goes. Okay, some are 1-step, some are 2-step. Follow along with me. All right, so I'm at the board here. We're going to calculate molarity if we are given moles in liters. Okay, so we're given 2 moles of H2, 4 liters of water. What is the molarity, capital M? Well, moles of solute is 2 mole, H2. Liter solution, 4 liters, H2O. And we do our calculation using our first equation from table T. Molarity equals moles divided by liters. So big capital M equals 2 divided by 4 from our data in the problem. So 2 over 4 is 0.5 capital M. That is the molarity of that solution. Okay. If you're given the molarity, sometimes you have to figure out the moles or the liters. Okay, so same type of problem, 4 molar solution, 5 liters of water. How many moles is what we're after? So the molarity of the solution is 4.0 capital M. The liters of water is 5 liters. And so our calculation is going to follow the same equation, but we're going to arrange it differently. 4.0 being our molarity equals the number of moles, I'm going to put an X in there because we don't know it, divided by 5 liters. And so when you solve for X, X turns out to be 20 moles. There you go, 20. Okay, so you can figure out both the concentration if you're given the moles and the liters, and then you could figure out the number of moles if you're given the concentration and the liters. Okay, so let's check out the next page here. Given grams of solute, find molarity. So this is the 2-step problem I mentioned because we are going to have to do a mole step and a molarity step. It says in the problem, 33 grams of potassium nitrate are added to 10 liters of water. What is the molarity, capital M, of the solution? The formula mass of KNO3 is 101 grams per mole. So the mole step means that we have to use the number of moles equation first. We're given a mass of 33 grams. The gram formula mass is 101. So when we figure out the number of moles, that's going to equal the given mass, 33, divided by 101. Ooh, got to get my calculator here. Find that one out. 33 over 101. It's going to be about a third, but let me check for sure. 33 divided by 101. 0.33 moles. Now we have to take that and do our second equation, molarity. The moles of solute from the first solution, 0.33. The liters of solution from the problem is 10 liters. So the molarity is going to equal the moles, 0.33, divided by the liters, 10. So that divided by 10, 0.033, 0.033 molar potassium nitrate. Now, that's a very small number, which means that this solution is very dilute. If it was a large number, it means that solution would be very concentrated. Okay, so let's move on here and see what else we got. Percent composition by mass. Mass of the part divided by the mass of the whole. Not too bad to do. Student dissolves 35 grams KCl in 965 grams of water. What's the percent by mass KCl in the solution? Well, the mass of the solute part is easy, 35 grams. The mass of the whole solution, though, that requires us to add 35 to 965. And that number that we get is, I think, 1,000. Let me check. Yep, 1,000 grams of solution. So the percent by mass equals 35 grams for the mass of the solute, divided by the mass of the whole solution, 1,000 grams, and we multiply by 100. So 35 divided by 1,000 and multiply by 100, we get 3.5% by mass KCl. Relatively low number. Another one, let's figure out parts per million number. So the same calculation, except instead of multiplying by 100, we're going to multiply by a million. We've got solute, 0.009, 200 grams of water. Well, 0.009 plus 200 is the mass of our solution. So 200.009 is the total mass. So the parts per million equals 0.009 over 200.009. Instead of 100, we're going to multiply by 1 million. And I'll figure that out here. So 0.009 divided by 200.009, multiply by 1 with 6 zeros after it. 44.99. So I'm going to call that 45 parts per million. A very small number. If you had 1 million gallons of seawater, 45 of them would be mercury, which is not a lot. So concentration in parts per million is great for very dilute solutions. And that's about it. You'll notice I didn't do any percent by mass, percent by volumes. They're very rare. Molarity, easy to find. Parts per million, easy to find. Percent by mass, very common. Percent by volume, same calculation as percent by mass. It's just not as common. We use the liters and the milliliters instead. So I think that's about it. I'll see you in lecture 7 soon enough. Clicky button, turny